Welcome to episode 21 of our Ark Survival Evolved playthrough, and today we're going to be going through the Caverns of Lost Hope. So I always have a little bit of trouble finding this one, so I want to head that way, and it might take me a few minutes, but I will bring you guys back whenever I get there. Alright, so we found the entrance here. It didn't take as long as what I thought it might. And looks like the coordinates are, what, 45,989,1. It's kind of hard to see because I'm not wearing my goggles. Anyway, this is significantly harder than the other cave, at least most of the time it is, the other underwater cave. And it usually has a lot better loot. So we're going to go in here and we're going to see what kind of enemies we run into, and we're going to pick up the artifact of the Cunning. And like I said, hopefully a lot of loot along with that. It looks like we've already got some megalodons spawned here by the entrance. That's a good sign that everything's spawned in like it should be. So in this cave you can run into any types of water dino alpha variants. You can run into just about anything in here, and it gets pretty crazy sometimes. I find with these basilosauruses, they're a little bit hard to maneuver, and usually they do pretty well if you just stay in one spot and just keep attacking. Most stuff will get up kind of in front of you, and you can wipe out most of the enemies. And then, you know, sometimes you have to swim around to pick up some of the ones that are left. As you can see, you can do damage when they're actually kind of far away from you. It's best to just take advantage of that and don't try to move. Alright, so our first cave drops usually spawn in this room. There's a few places here. Kind of check some of them, see if anything is spawned in for us. There's also usually quite a few enemies in here, so we'll have quite a few to take out before we can do much of anything. Oh yeah, here they come. Although our head's in the sand and we look like an ostrich, we are doing damage, so I'm not going to move a bit until I have to. Well, there's a squid. Probably get inked here in a second. Yep, there's the ink. But it's not going to change anything. We'll just sit here and keep attacking. Maybe when the lights come back on, everything will be dead. As you can see, it's a good thing we have about 50,000 health in these things, because if not, man, they can whittle it down quick. Looks like I already see a cave drop up there. That's a great sign. Alright, I'm going to work up here to it, but I won't get off because that would be suicide. There's a mosasaur. another mosasaur. There'll probably be plenty of those in here. Alpha Megalodon. I'm sure we'll see a few more alphas also. So our Rex army, our Therizino army, and our Megatherium army are actually coming along nicely. We've got them all bred. Now we're just trying to get some stats pumped into all of them. We have a couple of good Megatherium saddles that we've picked up throughout the playthrough so far, and we also have a blueprint that I guess we're going to try to batch out enough of them because we're going to need them for the boss fights, but they are pretty expensive. Good saddles, but pretty expensive, so we've kind of been working on some of that. And it definitely won't be long now. Alright, it might be safe now to go back and grab this loot. Dropped a couple of pretty good things. We definitely need those Alpha Megalodon fins for some of the boss fights later. I think it's for the Tech Cave. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's a nice Rex saddle. And an Ascendant Heavy Miner's Helmet blueprint. We'll definitely use the Rex saddle. It's a lot better than the ones we have the blueprint for. I think most of those turned out around close to level 100 after I raised up my crafting skill to make them all. Sometimes a cave drop spawns right here. Another Alpha Megalodon. So there's a hole right beneath this cliff that goes down, and that's where you pick up the artifact. But we won't rush in there yet. There's still a lot of the cave to explore. As you can see, even with 50,000 health, they actually do take a good percentage of that away. They just spawn in so thick in this cave. another squid, which means more ink. At least I can actually see this time. A little bit anyway. Alright, gonna have to drop some weight. Got quite a few level ups. Probably gonna start putting a few points into movement speed. Yeah, it looks like I've lost about 15,000 health so far. Which probably isn't too bad considering all of the spawns and the fact that I am using a primitive saddle still. I never did get around to building the better Basilosaurus saddle. We're not going to go down and get the artifact just yet. Kind of empty through here. I think there's an explorer node up ahead. We'll try to grab that before we run into try to kill any more dinos. Just pass him up and try to grab this thing. Ah, come on. How did I miss that? If I wasn't trying to get it, I definitely would have. Maybe swing wide and try to go in there head first. There we go. Now we should really gain some levels.
It has traits that seem derived from many types of jellyfish. It possesses the size and shape of the larger egg yolk jellies, the powerful sting of certain box jellies, and the bioluminescence of deep sea jellies. This all combines to make a dangerous creature that lights up the deepest reaches of the ocean. Nidaria is not generally aggressive because it lacks normal perceptive senses. It generally just floats along on the current until something gets close enough to sense, at which point it attacks. While its attacks are not directly powerful, its sting injects an incredibly strong and fast-acting sedative. As Nidaria is barely more intelligent,
Let's go kill that. That'll help with the experience. Look at him run away.
Then collect its reserve of powerful sedative to use in technically advanced long-distance tranquilizers.
Alright, it's probably not worth it. We'll get him on the way out. Seemed like we were never going to catch him. There should be a lot of dinos spawned in up here. Yeah, there we go. We'll level up like crazy now. I got inked again. That's one problem with those. At least it doesn't last very long. This is where the maneuverability of these basilosauruses isn't too great. Makes it hard to get these guys. I'm trying to corner him, but it's just not working. There's one. There we go. That's what we want. And he must be a high level. Got away again. $255. Finish you off. They really want to fight until that health gets low. Don't see any cave drops down there. There we go. We ought to be quite a bit faster now. Yeah, it's not bad. Now we can catch him. Alright, there's still more to explore back in the back. But just since we have this level boost, this XP boost, we're going to go ahead and go through and grab the artifact, because there's a lot of things that spawn in there. There's actually a lot that have spawned right here over the hole. You really never can completely clear this cave. These are the ones that are annoying when they start going around in circles. Alright, let's go on down here. Sometimes there's a few cave drops in here also, but I haven't seen any so far. And I don't know why it's so bright in here. No matter what you do, it'll almost blind you. So here's the artifact up ahead. Take care of these eels real quick. And piranhas. All right. Oh, it already spawned back. We'll let Emily go ahead and grab it also. She's having some trouble. Her stamina's all the way down. Alright, we'll go ahead and start heading out of here. We still need to go back to the back of the cave again to check out some of the land area and explore that, see if there's any cave drops up there. We brought up baryonyx again just for that. There's actually quite a few bats and spiders in that area, so we definitely want the baryonyx to help take those out. Wouldn't want to do it on foot. A little more speed here. Alright, the land area in this one is actually pretty good size. We're going to hop out here and throw out our baryonyx. Alright, we'll go check all that out. No sense in wasting that. Quite a few explorer notes up here. I think at least 2 or 3 in this area. And like I said, quite a few enemies up here also. And there's a ton of these things. And pretty high level, too. Come on. All right, finally. Looks like I've got the mega rabies. Take a little potion just to make sure I don't die. Should be good with the amount of health that I have, but just in case. Go across this little bridge. I don't think there's much more of this place. Looks like there's still quite a few more enemies, though. Oh no. Man, that sucks. At least it should be quite a bit faster this time going around through there without a million enemies. Alright, another explorer node here, but no cave drops. Alright, let's head on back and get our Basilosaurus and we can get on out of this cave. Didn't get a whole lot of loot again today, but at least we got something worthwhile. Let's pick up our baryonyx here. Alright, we are headed for the exit. Might as well kill those on the way out. Alright, and there is the exit. Alright, like I say in every episode, we really appreciate you guys watching and showing your support. if you're enjoying our videos, once again, just leave us a like and subscribe. And yeah, we're going to keep making videos for you all to enjoy. And we thank you again for tuning in and watching this episode. And we will see you in the next one.